Bitcoin is preparing for a major move while we are retesting the weekly 200 moving average and bouncing between the 20 moving average patterns, and nobody is watching to the Bitcoin dominance chart and the ETH versus Bitcoin chart, because on the Bitcoin dominance chart we see we are forming a falling wedge, and a forming wedge is a bullish sign. The Bitcoin dominance chart is considering the whole crypto market cap against Bitcoin. And so if we see that the Bitcoin dominance chart breaking out, and according to the falling wedge, we should reach again 52% Bitcoin dominance chart, it means in conclusion that we will see Bitcoin pumping as soon as we breaking this line to the upside, and this is a very bullish pattern. And on the other hand, we have here Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart, and this chart indicates us, in case we are breaking to the upside, where we see, by the way, also a falling wedge, it indicates us that we will see an altcoin season in case we are breaking it to the upside. So what we could see, again, what we could read here out of the charts, it's obviously not a guarantee that as soon as the Bitcoin dominance chart we breaking this symmetrical the falling wedge to the upside, we expecting Bitcoin to pump, then we are expecting Ethereum versus Bitcoin obviously to dump. But while we are still in this falling wedge, but as soon as we see Bitcoin pumping to the upside, so the Bitcoin dominance pumping to the upside, usually right after the Bitcoin pump we see consolidation of the Bitcoin dominance chart or a small falling down, and then we see the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart breaking to the upside and the altcoin season begins. So usually it's always works like this: we see Bitcoin pumping, then Ethereum pumping, altcoins pumping, and then shitcoins pumping. It goes always from the highest market cap to the lowest market cap, and nobody paid to this attention, and especially also to the total crypto market cap, because we are still in the symmetrical triangle. And as soon as we break it to the upside, we're expecting that we are heading to $1.5 trillion market cap, which would mean Bitcoin would run to 35k at least, and altcoins would fly to the moon. However, watch out, in case we are breaking it to the downside, we are expecting that we will see the total crypto market cap dumping as low as, no, this is not right, it could go as low as, wait a minute, Zuckerblad, we could see falling down to 600 billion, which would be below our previous low, which would in conclusion lead to Bitcoin could go, possibly, it not means it will go, to as low as 14k. But what we should watch is the S&P 500, because there's also not much people paying attention. We have here this huge support line, and we shouldn't break this huge support line to the upside. We are retesting it right now. In case we are breaking to the upside, we have here some support at 4,273, but we shouldn't break this support line to the downside. What we want to see that we are breaking here this purple line to the upside, because if the S&P 500 starts to flying as soon as they're breaking the S&P 500 breaking the purple line, we're expecting so does also Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, the S&P 500 is the leading indicator for Bitcoin. So we want to see to break this purple line, and you see we're getting squeezed, and the squeeze means we should see a huge momentum. Will it be to the up or downside? Nobody knows, but we can watch the support line, and we can watch the resistance purple line, and we can watch the Bitcoin dominance chart, the ETH versus Bitcoin chart, which I showed you before, and we can watch the dollar, the DXY. DXY is very important, and the DXY we see right now is starting to face some resistance. It comes into our red resistance zone, and it was before a huge resistance, then support zone, then a huge resistance and support, again resistance zone, and right now we are inside of the resistance zone of the DXY, and we want to see that the DXY is getting rejected and breaking this yellow support line. As soon as the DXY breaking this yellow support line to the downside, the next support is coming here at approximately 102 points. But we want to see right now to break this yellow line. As soon as the DXY is dumping, Bitcoin will pump to the upside. So we want to see it. And by the way, honestly speaking, frankly, I think we should see the dollar dumping. We are heavily overbought. You see it here. We are at 70. And as soon as we've been here in this upper range, we see it here. We saw a dump happening. Upper range, dump happening. You can go back infinitely. As soon as we see here, we are getting overbought. You see it here. Bam, we see dump. We are getting overbought. Bam, we see dump. So I expecting the DXY to dump. And right now, in the moment, is the DXY for me one of the most important indicators, which clearly telling us that the dollar will dump. And as soon as the dollar is dumping, Bitcoin is pumping. So very important, watch out the DXY. For this reason, I am still in my long AV long position. My AV long position is at the moment $10,000 in a loss. However, bratans, look at this. The funding rates are getting nearly negative. Binance 0.019. On Bybit, we are nearly completely neutral. On Huobi, we are already neutral. On CoinX, we are neutral, we are negative already. So a negative funding rate indicates us that we should see Bitcoin pumping. So it looks very bullish right now. And if you are wondering why we are consolidating, the one of the biggest reason is the next FOMC meeting, so Fed meeting, is in 11 days. And it's expected with 92% probability that the funding rates will not be increased. And if they will not be increased, we could potentially expect a pump in the market if it's not already priced in. But this is one of the reasons why we don't see much happening. But if we see not much happening, this is the moment when you have to pay the biggest attention on Bitcoin, because this is the moment when the people are leaving the market, but you're still watching and following Slavic crypto, and also following the crypto market. Because if you're watching me, you know we are only 8 months away till the Bitcoin halving. Always when we are entering this green field, the Bitcoin, this is after the Bitcoin halving. After the Bitcoin halving, huge pump. Yes, we broke down from this rising channel to the downside, and yes, we could go here to 18k, or possibly we could go even lower, right? Even lower than 18k. However, bratans, nobody knows. Maybe we could see the relief rally still go up to the level here of around 44k, which would be the resistance line of this upper channel. But in the big picture, it all doesn't matter, because in the big picture, we know that Bitcoin, according to this historical chart, since the beginning of Bitcoin, you see it since the beginning of Bitcoin, according to this, we should see Bitcoin topping out in 2025 at around $150,000. So are you really worrying about the Bitcoin price right now? If you know that investing right now in the right altcoins and in Bitcoin, and especially in right altcoins, you can right now make investing by now into the right altcoins or Bitcoin, you can make in 2024, 2025, the bank. Huge money. So in my opinion, right now, if you are a day trader or swing trader, AVE long position is amazing, because AVE is right now in a symmetrical triangle. The technical price target is around $160, as you see it here, right? Around $160, because in case we are breaking it to the upside, I expecting that we would run to $160. And the risk reward ratio, if you set your stop loss at $23, why $23? Because $23 was our previous low in the history in 2021 or something. I don't expect that AVE will go below $23, but I'm for sure that we will reach $160. Obviously, it's not a guarantee, but if entering right now a long swing long position, which you potentially have to hold till, you see it here, till if we're breaking out till even start of 2024 until we're breaking out, but the risk reward is 3.18%. It's an amazing risk reward, and therefore even though I am $10,000 in a loss, I will hold my AVE long position. And if you want, you can get on Bybit right now up to $1,000 free long or short position, so you don't have even to use your own money, bratans. If you want, you can claim the bonus. Link is down below. Just click the link and you get immediately to the bonus. You just make a registration, put $100 in and get $1,000 free position, bratans. Easy as that. Thank you everyone for watching. I kiss you and I see you later. Mwah.